financial connection sa mga sumusunod na mga negosyo. 1. Metro City Chow Foods Corporation. 2. Davao New Royal Taipan Corporation. 3. Times Square Bee Foods Corporation. 4. Tapang at Malasakit Alliance for the Philippines, Inc. 5. Carpio Duterte Lawyers. 6. 888 Bistro. 7. Kale 88 Foods Corporation. Number 8. Madayaw Fisheries, Inc. Number 9. Mati City Ice Plant and Cold Storage, Inc. Number 10. Amyanan Shores, Inc. And 11. Geometry Security and Investigation Agency, Inc.
Your Honor, again, basing on the 2023 submitted SALN of the Vice President, we can confirm that those you mentioned were the business interests and financial connections declared therein.
Salamat po. Ngayon pong sa taon pong 2024, ang SALN ni VP Duterte at ang kanyang asawa na si Attorney Manasseh Carpio ay mayroon din pong business interest and financial connection sa mga sumusunod po na kumpanya. 1. Metro City Chow Foods Corporation. 2. GenCorp Industries, Inc. 3. Carpio Lawyers. 4. 888 Bistro. 5. Kali 88 Foods Corporation. 6. Madayaw Fisheries Corporation. 7. Mati City Ice Plant and Cold Storage, Inc. 8. Amyanan Shores, Inc. 9. Geometry Security and Investigation Agency, Inc. And 10. Cable Tow 88 Shipping and Marine Services, Inc. Kinukupirma niyo po ba ito?
Your Honor, reading from the 2024 submitted SALN of the Vice President, we can confirm that those 10 business interests and financial connections that you have read were declared by the Vice President in her 2024 SALN.
Salamat po. So, tama po ba na base sa mga SALN ni VP Duterte at ni Attorney Mans Carpio ay kada taon ang mga business interest nila ay dumadami?
We cannot make any conclusion on the ano po, basta kung ano lang po yung binasa ninyo, we can confirm na yun po yung nakalagay sa SALN nila, Your Honor.
We know
Yes.
the answer of Attorney Bato.
Okay. Madam Chair, manifestation.
Yes, you may proceed.
Sana po ay merong maipakita sana sa atin kung ano ang importansya o reason ng pagdami ng mga interest sa mga negosyo ng mag-asawang Duterte Carpio. Like paglaki ng kanilang income, net worth at halaga ng kanilang yaman. Anyway, that's all, Madam Chair. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Barbers. Any other justice member who wish to raise questions to the Office of the Ombudsman?
Madam Chair, manifestation.
The Honorable De Lima is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Observations on what I hear, on what I saw on the screen, and the presentation of those SALNs from 2006 to 2024, the latest in the possession of the Ombudsman. Latest po yung 2024,
Yes, Your Honor.
so wala pa po yung 2025.
We have not received the submission of the 2025
For
SALN of the Vice
2025. So the
President.
latest is 2024.
Yes, Your
Tatlong
Honor.
obserbasyon po. Yung kanina, yung tungkol nga po, pag sa questioning po ni Honorable Joel Chua, yung kapansin-pansin na mula 2019 to 2024, the respondent...
Honorable De Lima, kindly speak closer to the microphone. And may I share as well the matrix prepared by the Secretariat with respect to the information gathered from the SALNs of the respondent. Kindly flash the matrix of the SALN of VP Duterte. This may help Honorable De Lima in her clarificatory questions.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So can we see it, please? The matrix on the first point of observation that I'm making. Yung tungkol po doon sa wala na pong naipakita o wala na pong na-declare o report na cash in bank or cash on hand from 2019 to 2024. Pero nung mga una ay meron mga rini-report na mga cash on hand or cash in bank. So mali ho atang matrix yung nakalagay dyan. Yung dapat po makita natin, yung matrix na pinapakita na wala na nga ng mga rini-report na cash on hand from 2019. Yes, it's there ho pala. So from 2019 to 2024, wala na pong cash on hand or cash in bank. Para sa akin po, ang biglaan at tuloy-tuloy na pagkawala ng deklarasyon ng liquid assets, because cash on hand and cash in bank are liquid assets. Sa kabila ng dati, meron naman na mga halaga ng mga cash on hand, cash in bank, ay nagdudulot ng pagdududa sa kawastuhan at kabuuan ng subsequent SAL-ENS ni VP Sara. Second point of observation, Madam Chair, tungkol naman po sa liabilities. Nakita rin po natin na as to liabilities, VP Sara declared 6,954,454 in 2016. Nandyan ho ba yan? Yung liabilities, 2016, 6,954,454. At sa 2017 naman, liabilities of 6,313,188 in 2017 and 6,119,113 in 2018. At sa 2019 naman po ay 3,460,790 and 2,490,105.90 in 2020. Kapansin-pansin po na mula 2021, tanging ang kanyang asawa na si Maneses Carpio. Nagre-reflect ho ba yan dyan? Na tanging yung kanyang asawa na si Meneses Carpio ang may dineklarang mga liabilities at wala nang iniulat na utang o liability ni VP. Mako-confirm ho ba yan?
Your Honor, I'm reading from the 2021 SALN submitted by the Vice President, and it is stated there that the liabilities was a personal loan from various creditors po by Attorney Manasseh